CompTIA A Plus Core 2, 220-1202, Practice Exam. Questions 1 through 5. This video is part of our practice exam video series, and is filled with questions that closely resemble the real exam. So are you prepared to test your knowledge? Great, let's begin. Question 1. A homeowner wants to be able to connect to their Windows computer from outside the house while traveling. The technician confirms that remote desktop protocol will be used. Which setting must the technician configure on the home router to enable this type of remote access? The answer is C. Configure a port forwarding rule for TCP port 3389. Remote desktop protocol connections from outside the local network require the router to forward incoming traffic on TCP port 3389 to the internal Windows PC. Without this rule, the router blocks the unsolicited request and the connection cannot be established. Port forwarding ensures the request reaches the correct device on the private network. Question 2. A user messages the help desk while replacing their small office router and asks what they should do before connecting any devices. What action should the technician most likely instruct the user to perform first? The answer is A. Change the default administrative password. When setting up a new small office, home office router, the technician should first instruct the user to change the default administrative password. Default credentials are widely known, which leaves the router exposed if left unchanged. A strong password should be created using uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and special characters to better protect the device from unauthorized access. Question 3. A company employee reports receiving an unsolicited email asking them to complete a survey. The message displays an external email warning banner. Which issue should the technician suspect? The answer is B. Potential spam. Unsolicited survey requests sent from external sources are common examples of spam. The presence of an external email warning reinforces that the message is potentially unwanted and requires additional scrutiny. Users should be cautious with any unexpected email, especially when it originates outside the organization. Question 4. An employee forwards a suspicious email to the help desk. The message claims to be from the company's HR team and includes a file named updatepolicy.exe as an attachment. What should the technician identify this as? The answer is B. A potential phishing attempt with a malicious executable. An unexpected executable file attached to an email claiming to be from an internal department is a strong indication of phishing. Attackers often disguise harmful software as harmless attachments to trick users into launching the file. The technician should recognize this as a likely attempt to deliver malware and ensure the user does not open the attachment. Question 5. A user reports receiving an email that appears to be from their company's benefits department. However, the sender address ends in .co instead of the company's legitimate .com domain. The message urges the user to click a link to review updated health benefits. How should the technician classify this email? The answer is D. Typosquatting phishing attempt. A sender domain that closely resembles the legitimate company address but uses a slightly altered spelling, such as .co instead of .com, is a classic sign of typosquatting. Attackers rely on minor visual differences to trick users into believing the email is trustworthy. This tactic is commonly used in phishing attempts to lure users into clicking malicious links or providing sensitive information. So, did any of these questions give you a tough time? Don't worry if they did, it's all part of the learning process. Luckily, Certification Cynergy has a wealth of free video content at your disposal. To stay connected with our latest IT learning resources, just give a quick click on the subscribe button. This simple action ensures you're always updated about our newest video releases. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more great content.